What's up, world? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to talk about my 2021 intentions and just actually to talk about setting 2021 intentions as a whole, because basically I think setting intentions is powerful. So I have done some work, I've done some writing. I started off getting ready to enter 2021 the way I want to. So the first thing that I did is I kind of wrote out a paragraph of what I would like to let go of from 2020, and then a second paragraph expressing what I would like to welcome in 2021. And the reason that I did that is because, you know, it doesn't always go exactly how you want to, but if you set that intention, then hopefully you can sort of keep yourself in alignment with that and begin more consciously creating that which you kind of want to create. So if you were to do that sort of every month, then that would be wicked, but at least at the end of the year I do this. So that's the first thing that I did. The second thing was I wrote out a list of all the sort of goals and ideas that I have. So these things are big things, small things, they're just thoughts that have been in the back of my mind, things that I want to continue to do. So here's my list, and basically I'll just keep that in an envelope when I move into my new space on my altar, and then I can refer to it whenever I need to and set up plans around some of the bullet points. So that is really cool to keep you sort of working on the things that you know that deep down you want to work on. But the thing that I love the most, and actually this is what I kind of want to talk about mostly for this video, is setting some key thoughts or setting some key tones. And the point in setting some key tones for me is to essentially align your inner frequency, or kind of direct your frequency to certain, like, almost patterns of expression. I don't know, like, I'm trying to explain this, but get your body radiating at a certain tone, because like a word is a word, but a paragraph has an energetic movement, or a sentence has more of an energetic movement. And so if I can set my whole body, my frequency, to be in alignment with certain energetic movements, then hopefully I can attract those types of things, or I can move in that way. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, these are the key thoughts that I came up with kind of so far, and hopefully you can understand what I mean. But this is, I think, is a really cool exercise to almost make your own mottos. Yeah, so my first one is out with the old, in with the new. Let that which is not for you slip away, and make the space for the blessings and lessons that wish to be by your side. And that just goes for anything that is just like not serving you, anything that is old, any old patterns, behaviors. Let them slip away. Things, items, possessions, let them slip away and make space for the new things. Don't be afraid to lose, and that's what I want to take forward into this year, to not be afraid of loss. Essentially, if I'm not afraid of loss, then we're all good. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm not going to get attached to things. So that is why I want that tone to radiate through me, so that I'm not afraid of loss, and I don't get attached, don't get overly attached. So my second key tone, or my second thought that I'm trying to radiate through me, or that I've set the intention to radiate through me, is the world has many shades. Follow your values, but love and accept all. And I've moved back to England, and things are different, do you know what I mean, to the places that I've lived before, in terms of consumption. Do you know what I mean? I think that England, there is a high level of consumption here, unconscious consumption, and it's getting more conscious, but I think it's, you know, the most unconscious consumption of any of the places that I've been. Melbourne, Thailand, in some ways, in some ways, do you know what I mean, in different ways, in very material ways. So yeah, like, you know, people do love their designer brands, people do love, you know, like, people do love a lot of things that are very, I guess, unconscious in some ways. I hate to say it, but yeah, so I'm trying to remember to follow my values, you know, whilst seeing all this other stuff going on, whilst hearing certain musics that express certain things, and remember, like, to not get sucked into it, type of thing, and not let it affect my values, or not let it program my subconscious. So follow my values, but then accept everyone else's. Do you know what I mean? If this person loves this, they love that, and it's not for me to judge. You know, I just get to be myself at the end of it. So the reason I've set that, the world has many shades, follow your values, but love and accept all, is to release any form of judgment that comes for me. You know, I don't want to be in judgment, because if I'm in judgment, I'm not in love. So that is what that key tone is aligning me towards greater acceptance and lesser judgment. The next one, never give up, but understand that sometimes rest and recovery, stagnancy, or taking a break is still moving you forwards. Now, if you followed my journey, you'll know, and I've had many setbacks. Do you know what I mean? I have many setbacks, and as much as they're frustrating, just kind of remember, this is for me personally. These are my things. But if you get something from it, all good. I've had many setbacks, but sometimes a setback is actually moving you forwards, and I'm very grateful for all the setbacks I've had. And so it's just a reminder, that one, I want that to radiate through me, that if you want to move forwards, obviously, Holly, you really want to go and do things and move forwards, but at the same time, if that forwards motion doesn't feel like it's actually stepping, then if it feels like rest and recovery and reflection and introspection and stuff like that, then it's totally okay. That is sometimes moving you forwards, and you've learnt that now, and keep that radiating from you so that you can be at peace with sort of any situation that comes your way. And that's what I want from that sort of tone, is that be at peace even when things are still and slow. The next one, fuck perfection, do your best with what you've got. If it's embedded with your spirit, it's whole as it is. And that one is key for me, because this one, actually, I think I've got to get a little bit more, because there's many things that I want to do. There's many songs that I've written, and do you know what? I should just be recording them more, like, live like this, just doing it and getting it out there, because I just should. And that's something that I actually don't do enough of, because I am not necessarily obsessed with perfection, but I get an idea of what I want it to be, and then if I don't have the people, the tools, or the equipment to make it that, then I put it on hold until I can. And sometimes, you just, if it's embedded with your spirit, which the words I have embedded with my spirit and my lessons, put it out there. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't change what actually holds the essence. Do you know what I mean? So I've got to practice that, and that's a key one. Fuck perfection, do your best with what you've got. If it is embedded with your spirit, it is whole as it is. So Holly, you don't need more. Do you know what I mean? You don't need anything else to make it better. Like, you've fueled it with your spirit, and that's what that one I've really got to take in. So hopefully, if I keep in alignment with that, then I will just put my stuff out there and put myself out there a little bit more, without having to think it has to be better, just because I know that it could be more stimulating or whatever. Practice patience is a virtue. Continue to practice patience. It's a virtue, because the last couple of years have taught me to be patient with the setbacks that I've had, and I just want to continue to practice that. If things aren't going to the speed that you want them to, patience is a virtue. So yeah, I want to be comfortable with being patient. Fear nothing, live happy. Fear nothing, live happy is huge right now, and I want to keep that ingrained in me. Fear nothing. Do you know what I mean? Fear nothing, live happy. So I don't know if there's really much more I can say about that, but so long as you're scared, do you know what I mean? So long as you're scared, you cannot be happy. You're anxious, you're worried, you're in fear, and they're all of the things that take away your happiness. And so, if I just fear nothing, be fearless. And I have learnt to be a lot more fearless now, and there's not a lot I'm afraid of these days, but you never know. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not, but I want to keep that motto: fear nothing, live happy. Let pain be the gateway to growth. Any pain that wants to enter, let it be the gateway to growth. And that is definitely embedded within me. But I just want to keep that embedded within me. So, I've gone through enough pain, physical, emotional, spiritual, whatever. And not always from being born into any terrible circumstances, but we all go through pain. It's the same for every single one of us. But let it be the gateway to growth, is what I want to keep radiating from me. Be you. There are those that will love you for it. In a world in which there's many different types of people, where I might seem boring, where I might seem, boring. Just be myself, man. Be myself, and actually be all shades of myself. If you want to have a drink and be stupid, do it. Have fun. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm a freaking human being, and I do those things too. I'm not crazy, but I do, and I don't think you should be ashamed of anything that you really is just you being you, so long as don't be ashamed of anything. But I'm always being kind, at least I think. So be you. There are those that will love you for it. Next one, have fun all the way. Why so serious? And that one, to me, I've done serious, I've done restricted, I've done disciplined, I have done being ashamed of having fun, and I think that I don't want to do that anymore. I know where to apply discipline, I know how to apply structure, but now it's time to have fun with it. Do you know what I mean? Laugh more than I cry, and have fun this year, really. And the final one, this is also a big one: do because you love and not because you hate. And this is huge for me because what I mean by that is, like, say for example, like I get these times where I'm like, oh, I need to make a YouTube video because there's an algorithm. Do you know what I mean? That's what you're kind of taught. You want to make it, you want to be successful on YouTube, you got to work the algorithm. And now you're like, oh shit, I need to make a video so I can keep working the algorithm. And that's not doing necessarily because you love. That might be me doing because I hate, and because I'm like, oh, I need to get out of this situation that I'm in. I need to get my YouTube success, and so I have to create now. And what that does is, it doesn't, I feel like it doesn't put the purest of your heart into your creations. I only create when I love. Do you know what I mean? Or when I really want to create. And don't write another song just because you need to write another song, and you need to put something out there and you've been quiet for a while. Write when it comes to you. Write when it feeds your soul, and write when that thing is radiating from you and it's been building and it's like, I want to come out. Don't try and force it, essentially, is what I'm saying. You know, don't go to a job because you want to get out of the situation that you're in. Go to the job because you want to learn from it and you want to grow from it, and you want to, yeah. You know, remember that it's my choice, and I'm going for those reasons, and not for because I hate where I am or hate what I'm doing or hate anything. So do because you love and not because you hate. And if I'm in that panic state, or if you're in that panic state, I'm talking about my things. So if I'm in that panic state, basically sit down, calm down, breathe, and remember to do because I love. And yeah, they are my key thoughts. And essentially what I'm doing, why I've done those, is because I think if I live by these personal mottos that I've sort of written out, then 2021 will be a year of incredible growth. And yeah, and just like, I feel like it will just be all that I want and more, and I'll feel peace, and I'll feel happy, and I'll feel love, and I'll feel all of the things that, like, you know, are important to me. So yeah, that was an exercise that I think is beneficial. If you guys end up doing it, wicked. You know, let me know in the comments below. But I just thought, might as well share it because I've done it, and somebody else might want to do it too. So, you know, that is the video for today. If you got this far, thanks for watching. I appreciate every minute that you spend on the channel. So, and I appreciate all your comments and feedback and all that kind of stuff. So with that being said, have an amazing 2021. If you do this, drop it in the comments below. Drop some of your key thoughts or your thought patterns that you're generating, and yeah, let me know how the exercise went for you and what your goals are for 2021. Have an amazing new start to the year, new energy, new vibes, new everything, and I'll see you in the next video.